white black appendages found in some prokaryotes, okay, and eukaryote cells that are involved in cell motility, allowing for movement through the liquid environment. Whenever prokaryotes or eukaryotes wanted to move from one place to another in liquid environment, they will use flagella, and you can say flagella will help these organisms in motility. Which of the following is not a function of the Golgi apparatus? Golgi apparatus is membrane bonded organelle which is present inside the cell. So we can say that the function of Golgi bodies is number 1, protein packaging, protein modification, protein sorting, okay, protein releasing. So protein synthesis is not the function. We can say all these are the function of Golgi bodies, and protein synthesis is not the function. In question they are asking that which is not the function. So protein synthesis is not the function, while others remaining options are the functions of Golgi apparatus. So correct option is protein synthesis. Already discussed that it is the function of ribosomes in the cell, okay. So the Golgi apparatus is involved in modifying, sorting and packaging protein for secretion. Moving ahead, which of the following is characteristics feature of prokaryotic cell? Already discussed that prokaryotic cells are those cells which have double layer membrane nucleus, or which have true nucleus, or which have membrane bonded organelles. So prokaryotes, sorry, we don't have true nucleus, or we don't have membrane bonded organelles. So which is the characteristics feature of prokaryotic cell? Number 1, presence of membrane bonded organelles. Not at all. There is no membrane bonded organelles in prokaryotic cell. Number 1, presence of nucleus. Presence of nucleus or true nucleus. Again, it is not the feature of prokaryotic cell. True nucleus is absent, okay. Presence of circular DNA and presence of histones. Presence of histones, again there is no histones, okay, there is no chromatin network, okay. So presence of circular DNA, there is just a piece of DNA which is in the form of circular shape, okay, that's why it is called circular DNA. So correct option is presence of circular DNA. Prokaryotic cells such as bacteria, okay, example bacteria, cyanobacteria is example of prokaryotic cells, lack a true nucleus. They don't have true nucleus and contain circular DNA. They just have circular DNA, okay. Which of the following is not a function of the respiratory system? Respiratory system is the system which basically break down the food or glucose organic molecules into ATP and convert it into ATP in the in the presence of oxygen, okay. So which is not the function of respiratory system? Number 1, gases exchange, okay, these gas exchange. So again, it is the function of a respiratory system, but it is not the correct option. Number 1. Number 2, regulating pH. Yes, it is directly or indirectly regulating pH, okay, in the sense of carbon dioxide concentration. Number 3, production of hormones and defense against pathogens. Yes, a defense against pathogen is the function of respiratory system in 2 senses. Number 1, respiratory system usually has cilia, so which propel the pathogens outside from the body. Number 1, it means that it acts against pathogen. Number 2, it produces a thick fluid which is called mucus, which again produce or work as a resistance in opposite to the pathogens, in the way of pathogens. That's why it acts as a defense against pathogens. So correct option would be production of hormone. It is not involved in the production of hormone, but it can